Good morning, students. Welcome to Sri Ramanuja Vidya Mandir, a temple for learning. So, in this class, again we look at the problems. Okay, based on the kinematics equations, four equations. Okay. So, a bullet fired into the fixed target and loses half of its velocity in penetrating 15 centimeters. How much further it will penetrate before coming to rest? Okay, we'll see. So, say suppose this is some wooden block or some target. So, bullet fired into the fixed target. This is the target and loses half of its velocity in penetrating 15 centimeter. Okay. So, let us take this is the bullet hits here with a velocity u, and after traveling certain distance, how much distance? 15 centimeter. 15 centimeter. It loses half of the velocity. That means what is the remaining velocity? U divided by 2. How much further it will penetrate before coming to rest? That means and further it will travels and finally it will come to rest. The v equal to 0. How much this distance they are asking? So here this entire part we split into two portions. So let us take A and this portion is B and this part is C. First we study the AB portion, then we go to the BC portion. So first we look at the equations which are suitable for the given conditions, where again we start with the first equation v equal to u plus at, where this equation is not suitable. Why? Because there is no time term is not there in the given equation. So that's why we are eliminating the v equal to u plus at. Then s is equals to ut plus half at square. So this equation also we are eliminating. S equal to ut plus half at square also we are eliminating. The reason is again the time information is not there. Then we using v square minus u square equal to 2as. So we using this equation and this equation is applied for us. The reason is, so here the v information, initial velocity is there, final velocity is there, and at point B velocity is known, at point C velocity equal to 0. So therefore we are applying this relation. So first we applying the v square minus u square equal to as for the path A to the point B. A to point B we are applying. So when A to B we are applying, A treated as the initial point and the B treated as the final point. Therefore at a point B applying v square minus u square, applying v square minus u square equal to 2 into A into S. So v at point B final point velocity equal to u by 2, that is u square divided by 4, minus initial velocity equal to u at point A minus u square, 2 into A into S value. A to B, S is given how much? 15 centimeters. So I am not converting the centimeters into meters by reason is all the options are written in centimeters only. That then the final result will also be in centimeters. That's why not converted. So A to B we applied. And applying the same equation from B to C also. See, applying the B to C, same equation B to the point C, applying v square minus u square equal to 2as. Then the C point is called final point and B point is called initial point, and at final point the velocity equal to 0. And if you look at the B point velocity equal to u by 2, that means u square divided by 4, that equal to 2 into A into S value, where S value we don't know the equation. Let us take this equal to equation 2 and this equation equals to 1. Now divide the equation 1 and divided by 2. Okay. So otherwise we do one thing, we again we subtract these two, then we will assume the equation 1. Subtracting these two, minus 3u square by 4 will come, that equal to 2a into 15. Let us assume this equal to equation 1. This is equation 1. Now the equation 1 divided by equation 2. 1 divided by 2. So this is equation 1. 1 divided by 2. Equation 1 in LHS equal to minus 3u square by 4, and equation 2 in LHS equal to minus u square by 4. That equal to, in equation 1 RHS equal to 2a into 15, and equation 2 RHS equal to 2a into the displacement. 2a value getting cancelled, negative and negative getting cancelled, u square getting cancelled, 4 and 4 getting cancelled. Therefore 3 equal to 15 divided by s, 3 into 5 times. Therefore the displacement s is equals to 5 centimeters. So that's what we got the relation. So the displacement s equal to 5 centimeter is the correct answer. Okay. Then we see the next problem. The speeds are given to identical cars where one car velocity equal to u, another car velocity equal to 4u. This is asked in the AEEE 2002 All India Engineering Entrance Exam. So u and 4u at a specific instant, the ratio of the respective distances in which the two cars are stopped is, see here, first car, the initial velocity equal to u, first car, and the second car. What is the second car initial velocity given at the same instant? That equal to 4u. At a specific instant, the ratio of the respective distances in which the two cars are stopped. That means they are going like this. One is stopped, that means v equal to 0. The second car is also stopped, that means v equal to 0. What is the ratio of the distances? And here also we verifying the we identifying our formula by studying each equation, u plus at. So this equation is not suitable for a given condition. S equal to ut plus half at square. Half at square, this is also not useful. Then v square minus u square equal to 2as, which is useful for the given condition. They are asking the distances ratios. That again remember, here s means displacement, but they asked the distance. Why we equating the distance and displacement? The reason is, along a straight line the distance is equal to displacement. So if there is no turning point, the displacement we can also call it as a distance. That is why, so even though we are applying the s as a distance and s as a displacement if there is no turning point, but actually this formula s will give you only the displacement, not the distance travel. That you have to remember. Now we are applying this equation, the third equation for the first car. So final velocity. What is the final velocity? 0. Minus, what is the initial velocity of the first car? U square. 2 into a into, let us take the s1 is the distance. Similarly, applying the condition for the second car. Final velocity equal to 0. Minus, initial velocity equal to 4u. That equal to 16 u square. That equal to 2 into a into s2. So let us take this equal to equation 1 and here equation 2. Now our aim is to calculate the ratio of the distances s1 by s2. So that's why we dividing 1 divided by 2. Equation 1 divided by equation 2. If you look at the equation 1, in LHS minus u square will be there. That equal to, so minus u square divided by minus 16 u square, that is equals to, okay, 2a s1 divided by 2a s2. So 2a s1 divided by 2a s2. 2a getting cancelled, u square getting cancelled, minus getting cancelled. Therefore s1 is to s2 is equal to 1 is to 16. So that is the ratio of the distances travelled. So therefore the 1 is to 16 is the correct answer. So understood, students? Then look at another example. I think this example we already solved, but again just I'll solve this problem. So there are, because this importance of the example, this is a very important example. So for a body traveling with a uniform acceleration, final velocity is given where v equals to under root 180 minus 7x, where x is called the distance traveled by the body, then acceleration is, they are asking the acceleration of a particle. So here this is also in the form of v square minus u square equal to 2 into a into s. here s is treated as the x. Okay, so we using squaring on both sides. V square is equal to 180 minus 7x, then bringing 180 LHS, 180 minus 7 and x, comparing this with the general equation. So v square minus u square equals to 2 into a into s. Now take the s value as the x, remove the s and taking as the x, that means we are taking s as a x. Then comparing these two equations, let us take this equal to equation 1 and the general equation, consider it as the equation 2. Then comparing these two equations, you can get 2a equal to minus 7, then a equal to minus 7 divided by 2, which is equal to minus 3.5 meter per second square, where a equal to minus 3.5 meter per second square. That is the acceleration. The next one. See here. A bus starts from rest with a constant acceleration of 5 meter per second square. At the same time, a car is traveling with a constant velocity 50 meter per second, overtakes and passes the bus. So how fast is the car? How fast is the bus traveling when they are side by side? When they are side by side, how fast the bus is traveling? That means what is the velocity of the bus when car and bus both are side by side? That's what they are asking. A bus starts from the rest. So this is the point. Let us take this is the point. So bus, this is the bus, the starting point where starting velocity equal to 0 with a constant acceleration, where acceleration a equals to 5 meter per second square. Acceleration of the bus is 5 meter per second square. At the same time, a car traveling with a constant velocity 50 meter per second overtakes it. So at the same time, this is the car. At the same time, so the car overtakes the bus with a constant velocity. What is the constant velocity? This is the car. What is the velocity of the car? That is equal to 50 meter per second. So that means acceleration is equal to 0. Why acceleration equal to 0? Because it is moving with constant velocity. It is moving with constant velocity. Therefore, the acceleration is equal to 0. Understood? Okay. So constant velocity 50 meter overtakes and passes the bus. How fast is the bus traveling when they are side by side? They are saying that after certain time, bus and the car both are side by side. Car both are side by side. So that indicating that distance traveled by the bus is equals to distance traveled by the car. Then only after some time they are saying that both are side by side. At the particular instant, we started observing both bus and car. At that particular instant, car overtakes the bus with a constant speed of 50. Since the u value is the constant, acceleration equal to 0, and saying that after some time both bus and car are side by side, that indicating that both the distance traveled by the bus and the distance traveled by the car, so the both are equal after certain time, because after certain time they both are side by side. Now we calculate the time. So again we'll take the new page. So we decided that the distance traveled by the bus equal to distance traveled by the car. That is what we concluded from the given information. Now we'll see the distance traveled by the bus. The distance traveled by the bus ut plus half into a into t square. This is for the bus. And the distance traveled by the car ut plus half into at square, and this is for the car, but you know a equal to 0 for car. A equal to 0 for car. The reason is u equal to constant. This we already studied this concept. And coming to the bus, the bus velocity, starting velocity equal to 0. Starting velocity equal to 0 plus half into, what is the acceleration of the bus? Acceleration of the bus given as the 5. that also we taking down, and t square that equal to, so what is the velocity of the car? Velocity of the car is given how much? 50. That is a constant value. Then 50 and time equal to t, and this term equal to 0 because acceleration of the car is equal to 0. So therefore 5 divided by 2 into t square, that is equal to 50 into t and 1t getting cancelled. 5 into 10, that means the time is equal to 20 seconds. At 20 seconds, both the car and bus both are at side by side. At this particular time, they are asking what is the speed of the bus, that is the velocity of the bus. If you look at the options, all the velocities they are asking. That's why v equal to velocity of the bus equals to velocity of bus equal to v equals to, so u plus a into t. So starting velocity of the bus equal to 0 and acceleration of the bus equal to t and time equal to 20, that is equal to 100 meter per second. That is the velocity of the bus. So if you look at the option, third one is the correct option. Then look at this problem. A car is there, it is traveling at 108 km per hour. As its speed reduce it to 36 km per hour. If you look at the options, all the options are meter per second. All the options. That's why you have to change this kilometer per hour into meter per second. We'll see how to change. 1 kilometer divided by 1 hour. So 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meters. And 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. And again 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Therefore 1 0 1 0 0 0 getting cancelled. 2 into 5 2 into 3, that equal to 5 divided by 18 meter per second. That means to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we have to multiply with 5 divided by 18. So again coming to the data, traveling 108 kilometer per hour as its speed, that means u equal to 108 kilometer divided by hour. So converting this kilometer per hour into meter per second, that is 108 into 5 divided by 18. Therefore 18 into 6 times, that is equal to, so 6 into 5, that equal to 30 meter per second. And reduce it to the speed to 36 km per hour. That means the v equal to 36 km divided by hour, that is equal to 36 into 5 divided by 18, 18 into 2, that is equals to 10 meter per second. So velocity reduced to it while traveling a distance. To reduce the velocity 10 meter, this is the 10. Okay, to reduce this 10 value, it traveled how much distance traveled? They mentioned 200 meters. That means, so 200 meters traveled. To reduce the velocity from 30 meter per second to the velocity v here is 10 meter per second. The velocity 10 meter per second. Now they are asking what is the time and also the acceleration. See, I already told you one equation. So u and v are given and displacement is given. So v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Again I am repeating that derivation. So v minus u, a square minus b square formula, v plus u, that equals to 2 into v minus u divided by time, and displacement is s. V minus u getting cancelled. S is equals to u plus v divided by 2 into time. So this is one equation we can derive from the third equations of third equation, where s is already given. How much? S equal to 200. U value is there and v value is there. Time value can calculate. So we calculate. The s is equals to u plus v divided by 2 and into time. Okay. Now s value. What is the s value given? S value is given how much? 200. That is equals to u value and v value. U value 30 and v value equal to 10. So 30 plus 10 divided by 2, and t is equals to time. So 200 is equals to 40 divided by 2, and time equals to, that is equals to 20, 0. That means time is equal to 10 seconds. So we calculated the time. We calculated the time. So since we calculated the time, then we need to calculate the acceleration only. So you know how to calculate the acceleration. Take the first equation. So where v equals to u plus at. So from this equation, v value is known value. How much the v value? 10. And u value is known value. Just now we calculated the time. You can get the acceleration term also. Understood? Okay, students, one more last problem is there. Just I will give you the equation, so you can solve that problem also. A body is there, 200 centimeter first 2 seconds and 220 centimeters in the next 4 seconds, and then they are asking the velocity after the 7 seconds. Okay, just I will give you the diagrammatic representation. Try to solve this problem. First 2 seconds, this is the starting point. Say for example, first 2 seconds, it traveled how much distance? 200 centimeters. And they are saying that next 4 seconds, it has traveled how much distance? 220 centimeters. Then they are asking the velocity at the end of 7 seconds, time equal to 7 seconds. Here, to find the velocity at this time, we need to use this formula, v equal to u plus at. That means we must know the starting velocity and also acceleration. Okay. Now I request you to frame 2 equations. Let us consider this is a, this is b, and this is c. Take a to b, we will get one equation. Take from a to c, you will get another equation. So using those 2 equations, you are able to get the velocity, initial velocity and acceleration. So with that, you can substitute those u value and a value in this equation to get the velocity. Okay. So try this. Otherwise, the next class, that means in the live section, I'm going to explain this problem. Thank you very much, students. I hope you are all doing well. Okay, thank you very much.